Okay, you all. Yes, I'm watching Candace. And yes, I do support her. I know a lot of you all don't like her, whatever. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do this, but I feel like I need to explain something. And it sounds like old news. Let me turn this down. Sounds like old news, and it probably is. But do y'all remember the incident with the DoorDash girl where she walked up to the house and the guy was laying down on the couch and he was like indisposed? Well, this other lady who did a reaction video, the one that I'm always complaining about. Anyway, okay, I had to tickle in my throat and I had to cough. A lot of people in the comment section were coming at me because they thought I was defending the girl. I was looking at both sides, okay? Let's start out with what happened, right? Now, before I go outside, there's a comment in there that said that there's a video that said that the girl pushed the door open. That is a lie. There is no video. That was never confirmed. That was all alleged, and he should have put that. He had no proof of that. He couldn't reference anybody. And so it's just not confirmed. It's not true, and he shouldn't keep posting this misinformation out there. Okay? So apparently this young girl, I don't know, she looked like she was in her 20s, early 20s. She delivered a meal to a house where the man was laying on the couch with his pants down, indisposed. My cat's wondering, who the heck are you talking to? Oh, she's gonna help me now. Go lay down on the couch. Be indisposed. Yep. Okay. Anyhow, so a lot of people were saying, well, it's his house. I agree. This is my apartment. If I want to walk around with just my underwear and my t-shirt on, I can do that. But guess what? I'm going to have to close the blinds to my window. My window blind is open. See? People, I could see outside. People can see inside. Now, you're probably saying, why should you have to close your blinds if you're inside? Because I'm indisposed. That's common sense, right? Why would you say it's okay for me to be in my underwear in my apartment and have the blinds open? Now, I wanted to do this before everybody started getting home from work, but everybody is already coming. Let's see if the coast is clear. Oh shoot, my neighbor's out there. Crap. I knew I should have done this earlier, but I started to take a little nap because I wasn't feeling well. She's still out there. Okay, she's still out there. Crap. Let me just pause. Okay, very quickly since she's already turned the corner. Okay, so coming up to the door, I'm gonna drop off the DoorDash. But look, there's somebody on the couch, half naked. The door is about this much open, if not that much. Okay? Nowhere in that video that she recorded did it show her going, oh my God, there's a naked guy on the couch. No. Coming in now before she goes back. Okay. So look at, what I'm saying is, she should have called the cops right then and there. If she felt she was, and I think she used assaulted, which was wrong. There's a difference between harassment and assault. That would be considered more harassment because that was a male. She's a female. And, you know, she's a female worker bringing him his delivery. So that's where she went wrong. number two, right? Number one was she should have called the cops. She should have been like, yes, PD, I'm calling because I'm a DoorDash driver and I just came to this house. The customer that I'm bringing the meal to is on his couch, half naked. He's got his pants down. He's got his underwear down. He's passed out. He's got his door opened. And I need somebody out here because that's very inappropriate. You know, somebody can just come out here and ask him what's going on, why he did that, you know. And waited around for the cops to get there in her vehicle. And then been like, see, you know, he's there with the door open and he's like indisposed. Then the cops could have gotten to the root of the problem and been like, oh, ma'am, you know, it's just that he's drunk. But unfortunately, you know, we can't do anything. He is in his house. He's drunk. Now, should he have left the door open? No, but, you know, things happen like that. You know, then maybe it would have been a better outcome, you know? Now I'm saying drunk because that's what he claimed. According to the guy on the couch, he claimed that he was drunk, or the police report said that he was drunk. Now, do we really know that for sure though? I mean, how do we know? He could have just said that. Oh, I was drunk. You know, but how do we know for sure? Was there any like test done on him? No, that night passed. And by that point, she had already posted her video all over social media, which number 3 was wrong as well. So hear me out before you all come jumping down my throat. Because excuse me, I had a lot of people jumping down my throat in the comment section in this lady's reaction video. So that's where she went wrong as well. Okay? I think that the only reason that she got prison time or jail time, whatever it was, I just know that there were charges filed on her and she got so many years in prison because of it. It's what allegedly, okay? I don't know for sure. Is because she actually recorded the situation and uploaded it to her social medias, which she should not have done. That's crazy. Why would you do that? Look, I understand going up to the door, seeing what you saw, take a snapshot, of it. Only so just in case he gets up and closes the door, at least you have some proof to the police officers. Look, I have a snapshot the way he was when I came to the door. You know, it was open. This is him. Now, all of a sudden, he got up and closed it. You know, that would have been more proof. That would have been more to her advantage. But then, if the police needed it as evidence or something, she could have, like, just passed it over to the police officer, you know, and then, you know, gotten rid of the picture, but never have uploaded it. You know, I'm not sure exactly what her charges were, but I know one of them was not distributing corn. Because let me tell you something, when you do something like that, that's distributing corn. And you all know what I mean by corn. Yeah, you don't do that. Like I said, she should have called the cops right then and there if she felt she was in danger, if she felt she was being harassed that way. But she didn't, and that was her fault. But also, I don't know how many times I need to say this because people misunderstand. Also, she shouldn't have not distributed that video on her TikTok or any other place. That was completely wrong. That is against the law. Got it? Because some people in the back in that chat where I was at, or comment section, did not understand that I was saying that. Now, the guy, the naked guy on the couch, he should have gotten some kind of fine or something. All I heard was that he got banned from DoorDash. Now, how true is that? I have no idea. I don't know if that's true or not. I have no idea. However, he should have gotten a fine. Moon, why? He's in his house. You can be naked in your house. Listen to me. I'm not disputing that you cannot be naked in your house. You can be naked in your house. You can be naked. You can be fully clothed. You can play with toys. You can have a blow-up doll. Whatever tickles your fancy in your house. Yes. With the door closed. Blinds closed. Once you have your blinds open and your door open, you're inviting the public into your home. And that's not being a peeping Tom. How many of you have passed by homes with their windows open and you happen to take a glance? Are you a peeping Tom for doing that? No, you're not. It's curiosity killed the cat, right? No offense, Tabby. But right? It's just curious. We're human. But that does not consider you a peeping Tom. This girl was on her job, and that's what really ticked me off about the person that was reacting to the video. The YouTuber, creator, whatever she calls herself. She's a peeping Tom. The hell she is. She was doing her job. She was bringing that delivery over to his door. How the hell is that a peeping Tom? The door was opened. How is that a peeping Tom? If I have my door open right now, anybody that passes by out my door, they're gonna look inside. They're gonna look. There's no way they're gonna keep their eyes straight, like have blinders on like the horses. They're gonna look. They're gonna peek real quick, like, hey, why is her door open? What's she doing in there? And they're gonna keep going, right? But they're gonna look. That girl wasn't passing by. That girl wasn't just like, la 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 la, oh, naked man on the couch. No, she was doing a delivery. Now, does she go over the top by claiming, oh, I was assaulted? I was SA'd by this man that was on the couch, passed out. Yes, she did go over the top with that. That was ridiculous of her. You know, but then again, and again, I'm not defending her, but you don't know her background. You don't know if she's got some history of that has gone on in her life, and maybe that's what she took it as. I'm sure it would have come out in court if that were the case. But either way, you know, you don't know somebody's past while they're doing their job. You can't just go up to Starbucks and go order a drink and assume that because you said something that offended them that, oh, they're just being too sensitive. You don't know if maybe somebody told them that very thing in a different way and they got offended or whatever, you know. Maybe that was a bad analogy, but you know, you all get what I'm trying to say. And this is exactly what I'm just trying to say. I am not on his side. I would have been on her side had she not gone that far as saying SA. Maybe SH, yeah, probably. I would have sided with her, but not SA. And also, I would have sided with her had she not uploaded that recording to her ex. Or, I mean, not her ex, her TikTok. It was on X at one time, but that was because of other people that put it out there. Yeah, but, you know, if you really want to get down to the nitty gritty, let me tell you, you people that put it out there that were like uploading it. Uh-oh. You can hear Peter. Where's the mute? There. But those people that were uploading it to their ex without the uncensored video, you're distributing. Hello? Well, how can that be? She's the one that recorded it. Yeah, but you are. You're the one that's distributing it on X. So, yeah, if you really want to get technical about it, yeah, you are. You are. Which brings me to a last and final thought here. If you're sending nudes of yourself to somebody, and I know this is in Texas, I don't know about every state, but in Texas, if I were to send a nude picture to a minor, yeah, I would be arrested. If I were to send a nude picture to an adult that did not ask for my nude picture, yeah, he can put charges on me. He or she, they can put charges on me. The other person has to ask for that picture. And I have to give them permission to be like, okay, I'll send it to you, and I can send it. Otherwise, it is distributing corn. And I know a lot of women on social media that love to send their pictures and then claim victim afterwards. They were asked, they sent, oh, I'm a victim now because whatever, you know. It's just wrong that in some states this is allowed. It shouldn't even be allowed. I would agree to have that person fined if they were trying to extort money from you. I would agree, yeah, let's fine that person because they should not have done that. But you, ma'am, should not have distributed your picture like that either, or a video, or whatever the case may be. You shouldn't have done that either. And guess what? I'm going to fine you too, because let this be a lesson to the both of you. You need to keep it in your pants, and you need to stop asking for money. Here in Texas, it's like that. You don't get away with stuff like that. And how did I learn that? Because something similar happened to a family member. That's how I learned that. But unfortunately, the laws are always they lean towards more of the women than the men when it comes to that. And that's also wrong. That is so wrong. That's very, it's discriminatory. It really is. I completely don't agree with it. You know, it's just like a little personal info here. No, I'm not even going to share that story. I'm not in this video. But anyhow, you all get my point now. And hopefully the people in that comment section will get my point if they see my video, if they decide to check out my videos and be like, ew, I just don't like her because of what she said. She's on the side of the girl and I don't like that. I don't know. You all are so finicky because sometimes you're on the side of the woman and sometimes you're not, you know? So you all are so weird. But I'm on nobody's side. I believe that they both should have gotten punished. Oh my God, I think that's my neighbor. Okay, I love you all. I'll talk to you all later. Bye.